Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host Kathleen, a girl to Madam CS. And this is the gang series. You cannot afford to miss this. So stay tuned and have it true and real. In today's gang series episode, we are going to look at the Katombi Gang in Nairobi City, Kenya. Before we move on, kindly check if you have subscribed. Subscribe, please. Perfect. Let's go. So, when we started the gang series, I told you that as at 2017, Kenya had 326 criminal gangs in the country. And in the gang series, we have had a chance to discuss a number of them in terms of their history, their sociology, their activities. Now, today, we are going to look at the Katombi Gang. So the question is, who is the Katombi Gang? Where do they operate? What are their activities, their weapons, their targets? And even has the government been able to nab the leaders of the Katombi Gang and so forth? Now, Katombi Gang, where I'm discussing it today, it's because apparently two of its leaders have been able to be gunned down within a span of 2 months by the security agencies in the country. Now, Katombi Gang operates in Nairobi, mathare area and its environments like Huruma, Pangani, Kasarani, and so forth. And this gang is composed of young people aged between 15 to 30 years old. So it's mainly a group of men. It has not been reported to have female accomplices, but most of the people that have been able to be nabbed in relation to this group are basically young men. The group's major operations or major activities is attacking people and taking away money from these people, all valuables like mobile phones, tablets and iPads, laptops, whatever valuable thing that cameras, whatever valuable thing that they find you having, they take. And most of the people who have been killed in Katombi Gang have been killed while they are in an operation to attack somebody. And they also target M-Pesa, Q6 and these M-banking shops. So like the equity agents, cooperative agents, and so forth. So what actually comes out in terms of the motivations of the members in Katombi Gang is money. For them, it's all about money. And whatever valuable that you have that can be converted to money is their property. And in terms of what weapons this group uses, from the previous discussions about gangs in the city, all gangs in Kenya, we have seen that most gangs operate with machetes, small knives, and very few have sophisticated guns. But one thing about Katombi Gang, since its cases started being reported, they have always been associated with the use of pistols. So basically, the major weapon that is known of Katombi Gang is pistols. And many times, they attack individuals at gang points. They point at you and they tell you to surrender whatever you have. And many times, when you don't surrender, then they shoot at you, like they kill you. When you don't give them what they want, or when you resist the robbery, they shoot at you. There are speculations that it is the Katombi Gang that was responsible for most of all the series of M-Pesa attacks, all M-Pesa kiosk attacks in Kasarani, sometimes back in 2021 and in 2020. So it tells you how violent this group is. It wanted kind of to take the potency, all the violence that was exhibited by Gaza. before the group was also neutralized in a way. And another thing that is all about this group is that so far only 2 of its leaders have been known. The first leader was called Ingaroya, and there's no another name that has come out apart from that. Ingaroya was called Ingaroya, and Ingaroya was killed last year December while he was in a group of 4 other gang members, and they decided to terrorize residents along the Mau Mau Road. So in so doing, the security agencies had been tipped that 2 hours after 6 p.m., around 8 p.m., they had already started terrorizing individuals and stealing from people, stopping people, taking phones, and so forth. So Ngaroya was killed at that particular time because a shooting ensued between the security agencies and all the security officers and Ngaroya. And in the process, he was killed. But 4 of the gangsters they were with managed to run away by diving into a raw sewage. And then at the point of his death, Ngaroya was found with 29 rounds of ammunitions of 9 mm and a Chilok pistol. And that pistol, when an examination was done, was linked to several murder cases that had been carried out around Mukuru Kwanchenga slum. So it also tells you that this Katombi Gang extends up to Mukuru Kwanchenga and Mukuru Kwa Ruben slums. Now, one day ago, another leader of the same group has been killed. What comes then into the mind, or what that one implies, is that the killing of Ngaroya as the leader of Katombi Gang in 2021 never stopped the group from operating. Instead, somebody else took up the mantle and leadership position from Ngaroya stopped. So Fadhili Mugaza took the leadership mantle from Ngaroya after he was killed, and the group has been terrorizing individuals until 1 or 2 days ago, when they started again terrorizing people broad daylight. So Mfadhili, in a company with another accomplice using a boda, tried to run away, but Mfadhili was overwhelmed and was killed, and the other accomplice left the boda and ran away into Mukuru Kwanchenga. So that is Katombi Gang operating in Matale Valley and its environs. It is a wake-up call, and it is a state of affairs that then leaves us asking ourselves, which other gang exists in these environments or in the regions where we live, and how can we know that this is a gang member or this is not a gang member? The most important thing, remember, security begins with you. Always learn to know your neighbors, and more importantly, whenever you see something suspicious happening within your locality, remember to inform the police or the security agencies on time. So that is it about the Katombi Gang. We meet next in the gang series as we discuss another gang. Stay tuned and remember to subscribe and like this video. Signing out, Madam CS Egal Toto, the CS TV. Have it true and real.